Guys, breathe. Okay, just breathe. Take time to breathe. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to have it all figured out before you can just breathe and take some rest. It can be very overwhelming if you are, struggling or working hard towards something. You might be a mom, you might be a student, you might be a creative, you might be a professional, you might be a dad, you might be anything and anyone, and you might feel so overwhelmed. You feel like you can't just do this anymore. You feel like you can't even move on because you don't have any more strength in you. You don't have any energy in you to just keep pushing and keep going. We've all had those days where we just feel overwhelmed. We just want to rest. We just want to breathe. And then we have this guilt that we are not doing our best, we're not doing enough, and then we don't allow ourselves to breathe, we don't allow ourselves to rest and just give ourselves a break. Don't worry, God sees all you are doing. He sees your efforts, He sees everything, and He wants you to rest. He wants you to just, breathe. Just take some time to just relax and just breathe. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So today I'm just going to talk about some realistic things you can do when you feel overwhelmed, when you're feeling like you don't even have any strength in you to even go on or to continue doing whatever you're doing or to continue pushing forward. You are just overwhelmed, you've had enough, you're done. I have some tips for you today, guys, so let's get into the video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. So today, like I said in my intro, we're doing realistic things or habits or things you can do to deal with being overwhelmed. The feeling is something that almost everybody has experienced. I can tell you for a fact that I've experienced being overwhelmed many times, many times. There's just some things, and some days are just not it, okay? And there's some things that just make you feel like, I am tired, I'm exhausted, I just need to rest, I need a break. So guys, the first thing I'm going to say is that you should write out every single thing that is on your mind. All of those things in your mind, that just, you have like 7 million things in your brain. You have things going on, you just want to do this, you want to do that, and you're feeling overwhelmed. Write everything down, and try to put them in a priority list. So you have your top priorities, you have things that you can do without, and you have things that they're just like the middle of your priority list. Okay, just have a list. Write down everything. When you write down everything, you'll be able to it will make you feel good, kind of. Okay, you can now see everything you have to do, everything that is on your mind, everything that is your brain that is making you feel anxious, that is making you feel overwhelmed, because you have so many things to do. So when you see it written out, right, and you see that, okay, not everything is a priority, not everything is serious, you can start to cool down. It feels unconventional, but it is very realistic. This is something that has worked for me, and that's what I'm sharing with you. So when you write out everything you need to do, when you write out everything in your head and you look at it, and you can see that not even out of the 100 things you're going to write, maybe just 2 or 3 will even be your topmost priority. Will be things that are really important. There are some that are not even really important. It won't do anything for you, it won't add to your life, it won't subtract from your life, but it's just on your mind. Because of this, you just feel like you need to do, you just feel like you need to keep doing certain things that might not even be working for you. So yeah, so that's my first point, guys. Write out everything that is nagging in your mind, every single thing. Just write it out and put them in sections, according to the priority or according to how important they are. And trust me, that simple thing is going to give you some form of calm, some form of peace. This is something that works for me, that has worked for me, and I'm sharing with you. I know that this is going to work for you guys. When you're overwhelmed, this is really good. It helps out a lot. Another thing to do when you are overwhelmed is for you to focus on the positives. Okay, don't think of the things that you're yet to achieve. Don't think of the things that you are yet to do or you're yet to get. Focus on all of the things you already have, or all of the things you've already done, already achieved, and that would give you this sense of you feel like, okay, you did it before, you can do it again. You've achieved certain tasks before, you've done certain things, you've achieved your goals, certain goals in the past, you've done it before. Okay, you have the energy to do it again. You can do, you've got this, you have the strength to do this. You can go on. It is not You don't have to rush into, doing certain things. You've done it before. You gave it time, you did it. Okay, so focus on the positive. This really helps. It really helped me, when I was feeling overwhelmed, or when I feel overwhelmed. It's not a one-off thing that's happened to me. It's something that's happened multiple times, that you just feel overwhelmed, and you just feel like, you know what, okay, I've not done this and this and this, but at least I did this and I did it well. I did this and I achieved this. I did that and I achieved that. So you focus on the positives, okay? Any positive thing in your life that you've done well, that you are doing well, focus on that, and then start reasoning how to tackle the remaining things that you are yet to achieve. Just leisurely. Don't put yourself under pressure. Don't feel like there's a timeline for certain. Obviously there's some things that there's a timeline for, because if you are filling the form that is due in 2 weeks, you have to fill the form that is due in 2 weeks. Okay, there's a timeline. I mean, you can't take your time so much, or that you have to plan to fill the form and submit it before the 2 weeks elapses. But that's where the whole priority list comes in, what I talked about in the first point. But then just still focus on the positives. Okay, don't get overwhelmed by all of the junk in your brain, or all of the things in your mind. If you're someone that has a busy mind or a busy brain, then you can understand, you can relate to what I'm saying. Okay, make sure you're focusing on the positives only. It will really help you to elevate your spirit. Trust me, it will really lift your spirit. It will help you guys. This is something that has worked for me. I'm recommending it. Always focus on the positives. This does not mean you would ignore the things you're yet to achieve. It doesn't mean you will ignore the negatives, but when you focus on the positives, it gives you hope that, okay, everything will be okay. Like, it's not that deep. Okay, everything will be okay. You're putting your trust in God. You're putting everything in God's hands, knowing that everything will be sorted out. Okay, as time goes on, as time unfolds, things will start unfolding, and everything will just be fine. Just, you don't need to be overwhelmed that you now get so anxious, and then you now have health issues and all of that. Just take it easy and just relax. Focus on the positives, guys. Another very, very realistic thing you can do when you feel overwhelmed, on those days when you just feel extremely overwhelmed, feel free to say no, especially when it's not convenient, when it's not something that is compulsory, it's not convenient. And when you even look at it, you're like, how is this thing going to serve me as a person? How is this going to add to my future and my destiny? Feel free to say no. No is a complete sentence, and it will help you feel less overwhelmed. People don't know what you're going through. A lot of people, friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, might not know what you're dealing with emotionally or mentally. They may not know what you're trying to sort out, or how overwhelmed you are. People will just be people. They'll be themselves. Someone might just ask you to do certain tasks or chores, or do certain things, or buy certain things, or invest in certain things that you're not ready for. Rather than saying no, a lot of people try to, they just want to force themselves. You have this, you're already overwhelmed. You're trying to save up for your rent. You're trying to save up for maybe fees. You're trying to save up for your building project, or whatever it is you're doing. And then somebody is coming to meet you to buy something that is way above your budget, but you feel the need to, oh, let me just buy it. But you're overwhelmed. This thing is killing you inside. Why not just say no? I mean, you can always just say, no, I'm sorry, I can't afford it for now. I would love to support you in the future, but right now it's just not, like, things are just tight. Or just find something to say, or just be truthful. Like, you can say no, because I feel like sometimes we put ourselves under pressure because of societal expectations, what people expect us to do or say. You are going under, there's a party coming up, everybody's wearing a particular fabric, or everybody's wearing a particular dress. You feel the pressure to get that, and it's way above your budget because you have something else you are working towards, and then you feel overwhelmed. You are now depressed because you can't, like, most you even go to the, like, I don't even know, but just learn to say no. Like, just put yourself first so that you won't be overwhelmed all the time. If it is not something that particularly is going to affect you positively in a non-social way, if I'm putting it correctly, just feel free to say no, apologize, and just keep going, because you come first. You need to take care of you. You need yourself. In my last video, I talked about how you need yourself. You can't do things for everybody else and forget yourself, because you are your first priority. You're your biggest fan. You need to be alive to even enjoy certain things. So you need to take steps to remain alive, okay? You need to take steps to remain sane, mentally stable, and okay. So don't do things that will put pressure on you. That's what I'm trying to say. Do things that will put pressure on you. Just learn to say no, because no is a complete sentence, guys. This one is my favorite. Reset with worship and thanksgiving. Just send your children to the playground, or send them upstairs, or send them with their dad to go and get ice cream for like 2 hours, and just put on the AC, put off the lights, blast your speakers, worship song blaring, and just give thanks. Just give thanks. And if you don't want to send everybody in your house away, take a long drive, okay? Blaring, blasting worship music. I mean, anyway, not too loud that you disturb everybody around you, but then just put on some worship music, your favorite songs. It might be in your dialect, it might be in any foreign language, it might be in English, anything. Your favorite worship songs. You should have a playlist by now of the things that that calm you, of the songs that make you feel good. Worship songs to God. You just worship God in thanksgiving, inviting the Holy Spirit to just come and calm your nerves, because you're overwhelmed and you don't know what else to do. But all you want to do is to give thanks. All you want to do is to praise, is to worship God. This is my favorite thing to do. I do this all the time, even when I'm not overwhelmed. I just like to be on my own with the music, just 1 hour or 2 hours, just listening to some worship songs and just singing along and just having the time of my life. It is amazing, guys. You can try it, especially if you're a mom, that you have your hands full and your plate is full. You guys, and you are also doing other things on the side, so it's like it's overwhelming most times. Try this. Worship alone. Just find that time in your own little world. Just worship. When you come out of that time, even if it's 1 hour you have, even if it's 30 minutes you have, when you come out of it, you feel refreshed. You feel like you've achieved so many things. That feeling, that weight on your shoulders will suddenly be lifted. Try it, guys. I'm telling you, I've done this several times. I will never stop doing it, okay? So that's what I'm telling you to try, because it is amazing. It works so well. It works wonders. And being in the presence of God alone is even amazing. I can't explain it. So guys, that's my favorite point, and that's why I give it to you. So guys, another thing you can do, which is the last point I'm giving you in this video, is that you should just take a long walk, okay? And just try to call to mind or bring to mind all of the things you enjoy. You might feel overwhelmed because you feel like you've not achieved certain things, or you feel like you've not done certain things, you've not achieved certain goals, you've not done some of the things you're supposed to do, so you're overwhelmed. I mean, being overwhelmed, anything can even trigger it. But when you remember all that you enjoy, when you remember where you're coming from, when you remember how you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and you remember where you are now, and you can see where you're going to, there's this hope that will just fall on you. Like you feel hopeful and thankful that, okay, everything will be okay. I can just keep trying. I can keep pushing forward, I mean, it is not over for me. It will be fine. It will be okay. You feel, when you think of what you've been through, and when you think of what you've achieved, and when you think of all you enjoy, all of the blessings that God has given you, blessings that money can never buy. No matter how much money you have, you can't buy those blessings, and God has given them to you on a platter of gold. When you take a long walk and just call to mind all of these things that you enjoy, you will feel less overwhelmed, okay? You feel like, what, why am I killing myself? God is faithful. God is faithful. I know He can do this for me. He's done it before. He will do it again. You guys, I hope this video has helped you. I hope it has encouraged you. But I want to tell you that you should just take a chill pill, calm down. It will be fine. Everything will be okay. Trust in God. Put everything in God's hands and just keep going, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.